As monsoon makes an onset in India, thunderstorms, lightning and flood have caused mayhem in at least 3 of the states so far. While in Bihar, over 80 people were killed. In Uttar Pradesh, 24 people were killed and many others were injured after being struck by lightning during these thunderstorms. The flood situation in Assam continues to remain grim as the water level of the Brahmaputra river continues to rise in Guwahati. The state has been witnessing a heavy downpour for the last few days, and there is also a red alert for heavy rains in Assam, Meghalaya and also Bihar. Let's first get you all the updates now coming in from Bihar at this point, where 83 people have died in Bihar due to lightning and thunderstorm that swept the state. In fact, out of the total 83, 13 residents were from the Gopalganj district who lost their lives. 8 deaths were reported from Nawada. Now, 6 each died in Siwan and Bhagalpur. 5 each lost their lives in Darbhanga and Banka. The injured have now been admitted to the nearest hospitals. Meanwhile, the IMD has also issued a red alert to some of the districts of Bihar. In addition to this, the Prime Minister has also expressed grief at the loss of the lives. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has expressed his condolences and announced a compensation of 4 lakh rupees to the kin of the victims. Let me bring in my colleague Sham, who's joining me on the phone line with further inputs on this. Sham, good morning. Help us understand what is the ground situation. We do understand there is incessant rainfall. Which are the districts in Bihar, Sham, that has been worst affected, and how is the state government monitoring the entire situation?
Well, certainly the state government and the Met Department have issued warnings and asked people not to go out in the open because of thunderstorms and lightning. Now, remember, in the last 24 hours, 83 people have died because of thunderstorm and lightning in several districts of Bihar. Now, the worst affected districts are the north districts which are in North Bihar, and certainly because of heavy rain in North Bihar and in Nepal. The water level in rivers in North Bihar has been rising, and that is the area of concern for the government. Now, meanwhile, the Chief Minister of Bihar, the leader of opposition, even the Prime Minister have expressed their condolence over the death of 83 people in the last 24 hours because of lightning. Remember, just in Gopalganj district, 13 people have died because of lightning and thunderstorm. Now, most of the people who lost their life were either working in the field. Now, we know that it is the farming season and the farmers were sowing the seed, and in the meanwhile, they lost their life because of the thunderstorms and lightning. The administration and the district administrations have been asked to ask people not to go out in the open when it's raining heavily. So certainly, because the Met Department has also issued warning that in the next 24 to 48 hours, heavy rainfall will be witnessed in many districts of North Bihar, and all preparations have been done. Embankments have been built in several areas of North Bihar as well.
All right, Sham, many thanks for joining us and bringing us all those updates. Meanwhile, heavy rains continues to lash Assam as well. Over 50,000 people of 7 districts of Assam have been severely affected by the second wave of the floods in Assam. According to the Assam State Disaster Management Authority, the flood, in fact, has hit 7 of the districts in the state. Meanwhile, the death toll from the floods has now gone up to 14, and 4 other people drowned in the last 72 hours. The flood has submerged over 5,300 hectares of cropland in most of the affected areas. The flood water entered the studios of the All India radio station in Assam's Dibrugarh, forcing the authorities to suspend all broadcast-related services from there. The situation remains grim after the water level of the Brahmaputra river also continued to rise in Guwahati. Let me go across to my colleague Arindam, who's joining me on the phone line with further updates on this. Arindam, the situation in Assam clearly is extremely grim, with 7 of the districts that have been worst affected, several people who have been displaced. Tell us about the ground situation. How is the state government looking at the situation? What additional help has the state government received to probably evacuate the people from the worst affected areas?
Well, yes, this is the second wave of flood that Assam is witnessing this year. The first wave of flood happened about a month back, which was even worse than this. This time, only 7 districts are affected, and these 7 districts are from eastern Assam. They are Lakhimpur, Dhemaji, Dibrugarh, Tinsukia, Jorhat, and Majuli. Over 50,000 people are affected in 7 districts. This flood have been triggered by incessant rainfall that has been taking place across Assam and the northeast for the past couple of days. which in the rivers and in Assam. The river Brahmaputra and its tributaries are flowing above danger level at several places and inundating fresh areas every day. In view of this development, ferry services from Guwahati and other parts in Assam are also suspended because the water level of Brahmaputra is surging. In Guwahati also, the water level of Brahmaputra has crossed the warning level, but it has not yet reached the danger level. It's slowly inching towards the danger level. But yes, as of now, 7 districts of the state are affected by this second wave of flood, and most of these districts are from eastern Assam.
All right, Arindam, many thanks for joining us and bringing us all those updates. Meanwhile, the operation to control the blowout and the fire in the Oil India Limited natural gas well in the Tinsukia district of Assam has also now hit a hurdle, with incessant rains causing floods and damaging the bridge near that site. The connecting roads to the Bhagjan well, which has been spewing gas uncontrollably for the past 30 days, has been submerged in flood water. Now, a bridge between the Dumduma and Bhagjan road has also been damaged due to heavy rain since the last 3 days. The oil authorities have requested army personnel to assess the condition of the bridge to plan their next course of action at this point.